Dawn drifts over the horizon like a gentle tide of rose, gold light, unveiling fields that glisten with new dew. You can set aside every hurry for these first moments. Inhale the crisp air. Feel its cool clarity resting upon your skin. Silence stretches wide as the sky, inviting your mind to settle the last echo of yesterday's noise. In this hush, your pulse steadies, and each breath becomes a soft answer to God's whisper that you are beloved. Distant call of a thrush reminds you that creation greets the morning without fret, and you, too, may lean into that quiet assurance. Be still and know that I am God. Why Psalm 4:16 tard? This ancient promise opens a doorway into sacred calm. It is not a command to do nothing, but an invitation to recognize divine presence already surrounding you. In knowing Him here, your heart uncurls from tension. Now, watch light spill through the curtains and dust motes swirl like tiny lanterns. As the room brightens, the growing radiance disperse shadows within. You can picture a serene lake at sunrise, its surface a polished mirror, undisturbed by wind. Allow your thoughts to share that placid mirror like sheen. Every worry that tries to ripple the water is met with a gentle breath, then released to the shore. You might rest your hands lightly over your chest, noticing the quiet thrum of life. Each beat signals that today begins not with tasks, but with sacred presence. When distractions drift in, you can greet them kindly and guide them beyond the edges of attention, the way early mist drifts off sun-warmed hills. Nothing is hurried, nothing is forced. The inner landscape settles, wide and open. In the hush, memories may surface, joyful, sorrowful, ordinary. Observe them as swallows glide above a meadow, graceful, fleeting, free. No memory claims you. Rather, you watch them pass through the bright air of awareness until they disappear into distance. This gentle watching cultivates calm similar to autumn leaves floating on a slow river. Let gratitude rise quietly like a wellspring beneath forest moss. You can name simple gifts, reliable breath, soft blanket, the low hum of morning life outside the window. Gratitude anchors you without straining the mind, grounding you in the present while offering bright petals of hope for whatever unfolds. Consider how dawn signals promise. Night has not prevailed. In the same way, inner winter yields to a subtle spring whenever you yield control to divine care. You can visualize flowers unfurling under first light, each petal representing a restful awareness, acceptance, simplicity, grace, gentle courage. Notice that calm is not absence of sound, but harmonious balance. You hear distant traffic, kettle beginning to sing, maybe a child stirring. Yet the equilibrium inside remains unshaken, like roots of an oak gripping rich soil while branches sway. So, too, your soul sets roots into God's steadying love. If thoughts attempt to catalog today's obligations, address them softly, not yet. Invite them to return later when the inner sanctuary feels ready. Picture setting each one onto a shelf in a sun-lit alcove, then closing the door with kindness. Consciousness remains uncluttered, fitted for meeting divine breath in unclasped wonder. Finally, trust that silence itself is holy conversation. It is the Spirit's lullaby, woven from feathers of dawn and fragrance of pine. You can linger, that even your pauses are prayers rising like incense. When you are prepared, move gently into the next theme, carrying with you the calm fountain that now murmurs at the core of your being. Tranquil cadence you cultivated now becomes fertile earth where confidence can root. Imagine stepping onto a winding garden path, stones warm beneath bare feet, each one a promise that holds firm. You may not see the full course ahead, yet you sense a guiding presence shaping each bend. Morning breeze lifts cedar fragrance, reminding you that unseen currents uphold migrating birds and will likewise uphold your journey. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3:35-6. These lines invite relinquishment of frantic mapping. Divine wisdom need not explain every turn, but assures that every step unfolds within purposeful design. Yielded reliance becomes liberating rather than limiting. Breathe deeply. Let shoulders soften. You can picture burdensome concerns as pebbles tucked in your palm. One by one, drop them into a slow stream. Watch ripples widen until they disappear under glimmering light. Each release lightens your stance, teaching the heart that surrender is not loss, but spaciousness. Recall moments when unexpected doors opened. Conversations arrived at perfect timing. Provisions appeared just as need peaked. These memories form a constellation of faithfulness across your sky. Trace them like stars. See how each point joins to outline a hopeful story still unfolding. If apprehension approaches, whether about vocation, family, or health, pause again. Name the fear, then imagine placing it inside a clay jar. Set the jar upon a sun-washed ledge and step back. Divine hands, capable and gentle, lift the vessel beyond worry's reach, storing it in a garden where solutions bloom. You can repeat quietly, "You are trustworthy." Such an affirmation does not coerce belief. It nurtures openness. Feel faith spread through your chest like warmth radiating from a hearthstone. The mind may still ask questions, yet peaceable certainty grows beneath logic, like groundwater nourishing roots beneath visible soil. Perhaps you hold decisions today. Rather than rehearsing every potential outcome, you can listen to the Spirit's subtle nudge, a whisper gentler than wind through birch leaves. Often the guidance arrives as calm assurance rather than clamor. Attend to that quiet note. Follow its resonance, step by humble step. Examine desires and ambitions. Sift them in prayer's light. Aligns with self, giving love remains bright and buoyant. What stems from fear or vanity dissolves like mist. Discernment thus becomes an act of letting pure river water separate silt from gem-like stones. If this message awakens you, feel free to share hope with someone who needs it. At daybreak's edge, place both feet firmly upon trust's solid ground. As the next part beckons, carry the certainty that divine guidance is not distant, but present in every breath, every heartbeat, every unfolding second. Morning climbs higher, light now gilds rooftops and paints maple leaves with amber fire. Strength, like warmth, begins to flourish within. Picture an eagle poised on a cliff's ledge, wings stretching wide, ready to embrace invisible updrafts. You can emulate that readiness, sensing that resilience is not conjured by sheer force, but granted through unforced union with the Spirit's energy. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Saw Isaiah 40:31, the promise is active, not static. Waiting is not passive idleness, but attentive expectancy, positioning soul and body like sails to catch empowering wind. Stand if possible, lifting arms gently overhead as though greeting sunrise. Feel spine lengthen, lungs expand, quicken. This simple stretch mirrors interior expansion where courage awakens. Acknowledge areas that once felt weak. Perhaps patience, diligence, compassion. Invite divine vigor to infuse these spaces the way fresh sap courses through winter. Bare branches at spring's arrival. Strength may appear first as subtle resolve, a willingness to try again, to speak kindly, to persevere through tedious tasks. You can celebrate these small signals. They resemble green shoots piercing, thawing soil, heralding abundance. Honor every gain. Do not dismiss gradual progress simply because it is modest. Reflect on seasons when fatigue prevailed, moments you felt spent, heart bruised. Even then, unseen growth occurred beneath the surface, like seeds gestating in dark earth. Now, at dawn, renewal surfaces, and former parched ground becomes fertile for blooming deeds of service. Remember to anchor vigor in gratitude, lest energy stray toward self-exalting display. Gratitude directs power toward generosity. Strength becomes not a badge, but a river that irrigates parched lives encountered today. Imagine offering a refreshing cup to a weary friend, or words that steady a trembling soul. If tasks loom large, break them into gentle steps. You can ascend life's mountain as goats do. Sure-footed, balanced, deliberate. Pace guided by wisdom prevents burnout. As momentum builds, keep attuned to rest also, for rest itself is fuel, not failure. Celebrate your body as a crafted vessel. Listen to its signals: hunger, tension, thirst for movement. Treat it with befitting kindness. Water, nourishing food, refreshing walks. In honoring your body, you honor the giver of life, transforming ordinary routines into acts of worship. Finally, speak softly within, "My vigor is renewed." Observe how echoing this truth anchors vitality. Then advance toward the next section. Tranquil assurance becomes compass for the day's direction. Sunlight now lies broad across the land, yet radiant. In that brilliance, Serenity functions like an inner compass, orienting heart and mind. You can picture a sailboat on calm, translucent waters. Though the sea appears placid, subtle current guides the vessel towards safe harbor. Likewise, divine tranquility conducts your decisions and reactions. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. John 14:27. This gift surpasses mere absence of conflict. It is stable ground beneath shifting circumstances, a residence for courage. Accepting it allows everyday experiences to unfold without hijacking your center. Consider how quiet assurance influences speech. Words spoken from calm aroma carry gentle weight. They can mend misunderstandings, calm anxieties, inspire courage. You may imagine sentences floating like white feathers, settling softly upon those who hear them. If agitation knocks, perhaps in news headlines or unexpected criticism, pause. Visualize an ancient stone well guarded by ivy. Lower a bucket and draw up cool water. That clarity refresh perspective before you respond. Serenity need not vanish under pressure. It can widen, flowing into tense spaces until tension dissolves like salt in rain. Remember, calm does not mean complacency. It is fertile ground for engaged compassion. You can advocate justice, comfort sorrow, pursue excellence, all from a resting core. Watch a seasoned archer. Breath slows, gaze steadies, then arrow flies true. Similarly, steady hearts deliver precise kindness into a fracturing world. You might mark this peace throughout the day with brief pauses, closing eyes, while waiting at a stoplight, inhaling slowly before answering emails, gazing for a moment at passing clouds. These micro Sabbaths recalibrate interior harmony, preventing outer chaos from colonizing your spirit. If burdened by conflicts unresolved, place them in prayer's light. You can imagine binding them into a fragile paper boat, setting it upon gentle current that ferries them toward divine wisdom. Solutions may not surface immediately, yet assurance accompanies you while mysteries mature. Should you encounter someone anxious, allow your calm presence to act as quiet shoreline where their waves may lap harmlessly. Offer a listening ear. Sometimes still attention is more restorative than elaborate advice. Your composure itself becomes a silent liturgy of hope. As morning advances, bear onward the compass of serenity. Its needle points consistently toward love, steering you safely into the afternoon's landscape. Prepare now to walk in partnership with God, steps attuned to heaven's gentle rhythm. Imagine a forest path dappled by shifting sunlight. Each step stirs pine fragrance, and songbirds dart overhead. Walking with God resembles this journey, attentive, rhythmic, delighting in subtle wonders along the way. You can match stride with divine cadence, neither rushing ahead nor lagging behind. He has shown you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? Act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. See Micah 16:8. Here is simplicity amid complexity, integrity, compassion, humility. Together they form a graceful gate that carries you through crowded streets and quiet corridors alike. Begin by letting wonder sharpen senses. The velvet hush between breezes, sparkle of puddles after last night's rain, aroma of fresh bread from a corner bakery. Each detail becomes an invitation into grateful awareness. This turns ordinary pavement into sacred promenade. When responsibilities arise, meetings, chores, caregiving, approach them as opportunities to companion God. Picture slipping your hand into a sturdy palm, receiving gentle strength for each task. Even mundane duties pulse with meaning when synchronized with divine presence. Humility threads this journey, reminding you that the world is not yours to carry alone. You can defer accolades, share resources, ask for help, apologize freely. Such gestures lighten communal load, allowing love to flow unimpeded, like a clear stream skipping over polished stones. On this path, justice also walks beside you. You can notice wounds in society, loneliness, prejudice, and respond with practical kindness, a sincere greeting to the overlooked, a fair decision in workplace matters, delivered meal. Each act plants hope's saplings along dusty roads. Mercy likewise shapes stride. Speak forgiveness over past wrongs, your own and others. Visualize releasing iron chains into sunlight, watching them dissolve like snowflakes on warm earth. Forgiveness does not excuse harm. It liberates your heart from perpetual winter, so it may nurture new life. If crossroads appear and choices seem confusing, listen for the gentle nudge reminiscent of leaves rustling in soft wind. Often the Spirit's direction aligns with compassion, truth, and quiet assurance. Follow that hint. Trusting clarity will expand as you move. At evening's edge, reflect upon how companionship has colored every hour. Gentle laughter shared, strength loaned, insight granted. Gratitude rises like lanterns into twilight, illuminating tomorrow's path even before sunrise. Now turn toward final benediction, carrying the fragrance of humble journeying. Twilight already paints the sky with lavender hush, and fireflies kindle in hedgerows. In this soft glow, wrap the day in concluding grace. Picture a shepherd gathering lambs, ensuring each rests within the fold. Divine love gathers you likewise, tucking lessons and labors into safekeeping. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Numbers 6 Sars 24:26. These ancient words have drifted across deserts, cathedrals, humble homes, and now into your evening room. They are not mere farewell, but enduring promise. Light upon path, shield against despair, melody for tomorrow. You can close eyes briefly, feeling invisible hands rest upon your head in quiet affirmation. Favor pours like warm oil, seeping into every memory of the day, soothing rough edges, highlighting moments of beauty. Even missteps become soil where wisdom will sprout. Let gratitude seal your reflections. Whisper thanks for breath, opportunities to serve, for companions near and far. Murmur appreciation for lessons tucked within challenges, comfort that exceeded grief, for hope that kept vigil when odds felt bleak. If fatigue lingers, release it like a kite surrendered to evening wind. Picture glowing embers of a campfire slowly settling into ash. Lingers, though flame sleeps. So, too, the Spirit watches through night's cloak, sustaining unseen. Carry forward a quiet commitment. Tomorrow, rise again into stillness, trust, renewed vigor, serenity, and walking companionship. Yet for now, nothing more is needed. You stand bathed in soft benediction like meadow bathed in moonlight, content and secure. May favor gently rest upon your thoughts. May harmony cradle your dreams. May courage greet you at dawn.